Shri Guru Charanam Padumam Kevala Bhakati Sadamam Bandamoye Savatana Matayam Jahara Prasadem Bhanye Bhavatoriyam Jaham Kṛṣṇa Prapti Hoi Jaham Hoite Gurumukha Padma Vakyam Chitate Koriya Aikyam Aranam Koriho Mani Asham. This is the core principle. For what are we getting inspired from? Okay, comparison put aside. That causes misery. What are we being inspired with? Are we inspired that they're doing so much of service? Are we inspired? With what are we inspired? Is something to do externally? Is that what the inspiration is? That's fine. If at least that is done, that's fine. But it's worth taking the inspiration to see how steadily they are rooted. How steadily they are rooted. Rooted in what? Rooted in tattva. It's worth taking inspiration from there. Yeah, because that will be an unshakable one. Now, when we are rooted in tattva, then everything external, internal will fall in place. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitteta Koriya Ekya Aranam Koriho Mani Asha. Rooted in tattva, rooted in the instruction. And these are something eternal, unshakable ones. We should head in that direction, derive inspiration to get rooted like that. Then that will be good. Shri Guru Charane Rati Aise Uttamam Gati Jai Prasade Pure Sarva Asham Chakshudan Dilo Jai Janme Janme Prabhu Singh Divya Jnana Hrita Prakashito Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite Avidya Vinasha Jate Vedagaya Hara Charito Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu Lokanath Lokera Jivana Aha Prabhu Kurodayam Dehamore Padachaya Ebijashku Shutri Bhuvana Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana Gurudev Hoyilo Sharana Jaya Prabhupadam Jaya Prabhupadam Jaya Prabhupadam Srila Prabhupadam Jaya Guru Devam Jaya Guru Devam Jaya Guru Devam Jaya Guru Devam Shri Guru Pyo Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. All the Vaishnavas are like desirable fig trees. They are very dear to Govinda. Bowing down to all the Vaishnavas, taking the dust from their lotus feet, smearing on the head and dancing in joy. Dear devotees, this bhakti, we have to remember this. Bhakti doesn't belong to this world, especially this descending mercy, pure bhakti. We should pray to be in the world of acharyas. That's when this pure bhakti comes. So there is nothing to look around here in this world from anybody. Unless we are in hearing and living in the world of these Bhagavatas, pure bhakti is impossible to be in pure bhakti. See, what happens is, when we hear about this pure bhakti, where we have to see everybody as Krishnas, everything is Krishnas. This is all words of pure bhakti. Words of pure bhakti that we can't even relate to when in our condition. We can't even relate to what we are hearing. What to speak of implementing it when we can't even relate to. That is our pitiful condition. How will that happen to us? How will that happen to us? We should be living in the world of the words of Acharya. How will that happen to us? When we want only that, then that will happen. When we bring anything else in between, this mind, this thoughts, this intelligence, anything in between, kalti, then we will live in our mind, we will live in our thought, and we will live in our own calculation. That's all. We are not living in the Vāṇī of Acharyas. So what happens is, we get trapped in our own mind, we get frustrated. One side we are hearing all this pure Vāṇī from the Acharyas, but our experience ends up to be miserable because we get trapped in our mind. We have to see that the voice of the Acharyas, the Vāṇī of the volume of the voice of the Acharyas should be big than the noise of this mind. When the noise of the mind is big and we go with that mind, then that is bhakti aparadha. And when the noise of when the intelligence, the volume of the intelligence, Shastra is big, then we stay in bhakti abhasa, the Shastra. When the volume of the Vāṇī of the Acharya is big, which is not just Shastra, but the mellow and the realization of the Acharya, then we have bhakti adhikara. Karma adhikara, jnana adhikara, bhakti adhikara. Karma adhikara is mind is still big, but somehow continue the seva. What can we do? Mind is big, but just engage this body in some service. Only karma adhikar there. Then Shastra is there. Then that is Jnana adhikar. But the heart is changing because of the Bhagavatas. That is Bhakti adhikar. Vaiṣṇavera pada dhūli, tahi mora snana keli, tarpan mora Vaiṣṇavera nama, dhana mora nityananda, bhakti mora gaura chandra, prana mora yugala kishora. Vrindaya tulsi devyaya priyaya kesavasya chang Kṛṣṇa bhakti prati devi satyavate namo namaha. The groves of Vrindavana, land of divine love. That's where we are as we speak. Tulasi Kṛṣṇa preyasi namo namaha. Radha Kṛṣṇa seva paue abhilashi. Eto mara sharanaloi taravancha purna hoi. Kripa kori koro tari Vrindavanavasi. Moraya bhilash vilas kuncha diyovas. Nayane haribo sadam yukala ruparasi. Eini vedana dharo sakirano gata koro. Sevadhi karo di koro nichadasi. Dina Kṛṣṇa dase hoi yena mora hoi. Shri Radha Govinda Prema Sadayena Bhasi. This is all pure devotion. Pure devotion. Yani kanicha papani brahmahatya vikanicha tani tani pranashyante pradakshina pade pade.